This is Erling with Travel Trail Sail, and we're checking out the roller coasters at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Judy and I enjoy visiting Busch Gardens and have a lot of fun with the park attractions, the shows, and the food. We love the seasonal events, but we don't usually ride roller coasters. We wanted to share the roller coasters at Busch Gardens, and so we phoned a friend, Melissa and Jaime that is. And we had a great day visiting Busch Gardens together. Jaime offered to be our designated roller coaster rider, and in this video he's going to share his impressions of all the roller coasters at Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. Pantheon is a smooth, fast, multi-launch steel coaster that opened in 2022. It's located in the Festa Italia section of the park. Let's hear a few thoughts from Jaime and then take a ride.
Oh, that was fantastic. That out of all of them, that's my favorite. And the front seat was so much more exhilarating than the back seat. Now the back seat, when you went up that reverse hill and you stopped at the top, that was impressive because you were looking down over the entire car while you were suspended. But the front seat was just by far, that was my favorite experience out of the whole day. What was really nice about that was the pacing, because you have something that was extreme, and then you would have a moment to catch your breath. And then you have something that was extreme, and then you had a moment to catch your breath. So the pacing on that one was really good too. Smooth as silk.
Harness the speed and strength of 5...
Ladies and gentlemen, in the station, please do not push, pull, or lean on the entry gate. If you hold the rod, shut it down.
Yeah! Here we go, catch up. Yeah! Yeah!
All right, Pantheon.
So the front was the bomb. I mean, everything was so much more intense right there on the front. Now the back was a lot more whiplash. I came out of the seat a lot more, but the front, wow, it was intense, it was fast, and there was still a lot of time to catch your breath in between each of the twists and turns. Yeah.
Tempesto is a steel coaster launched in 2015 and located in Festa Italia. It reaches top speeds of 62 miles per hour and has one of the tallest inversions in the world. Let's hear from Jaime.
The whole goal of this one is just to push you to the extremes, forward and backwards. And you know, when you go back through the launch area in reverse at high speeds, it's impressive because everything just goes by so quickly.
Now sit back with your back against the seat and your head against the headrest. Dare to enjoy a ride on Tempesto.
Hey, yo!
Welcome back, Daredevils.
All right, so that one,
Tempesto, right?
Tempesto. Pure gut-wrenching exhilaration. There's no apologies. We're gonna throw you around as hard as we can, as fast as we can, and there are some drops in there that it doesn't make sense how we stay in the car. But they have what they call the comfort collar. So the comfort collar keeps you safely secured into your seat.
So what do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
That's a thumbs up. Anybody that wants a thrill, that's the stuff.
All right. Alpengeist is a steel coaster that opened in 1997. It's in the Germany part of Busch Gardens, and it's a completely different ride than the other roller coasters. Let's hear from Jaime.
Alpengeist is completely different because it is a hanging car. The train on this one is hanging down from above. So anytime you're looping or you're inverted or whatever, your feet are on the outside of the curve. Completely different from all of the other rides that we rode. Silky smooth. Very elaborate. This is one that twists in and out and back on itself several times. So there was very little pause between each of the features in this, because you just went from one to the other, and they just blasted you through one after another after another. Great ride, great experience. Just completely different than any of the other experiences.
Griffon opened in 2007. It's a floorless dive coaster that reaches speeds of up to 71 miles per hour. At the start of the ride, there's a significant hang time before the cars are released and you begin a steep vertical drop. Let's hear it from Jaime.
Griffon is taller, faster, badder. It is the epitome of how far can we push the human body. The first lift takes forever, and it is almost straight up vertical. Sensational, smooth transitions and everything is just so fast and so smooth. It is an enjoyable ride. It is rough on the senses because it pushes you just about as far as your body can take. And that first hill, when they suspend you over the edge of that hill and hold you, it felt like during my ride that we were held an inordinately long amount of time. But it might have been just my perspective on it. But you're hanging there, and you know at some point you're going to hear a thunk and you're going to be turned loose and you're going to fall. But it was over 200 feet straight down. And then they bottom you out at the bottom, and you go from that free fall to extreme positive G's, getting just crushed down into the bottom of your seat, and then it's game on from there.
And now prepare to enjoy the power and speed of the mythical Griffon.
InvadR is a wooden coaster that opened in 2017 and is located in New France. It has the sound and feel of a traditional wooden coaster and reaches speeds of about 48 miles per hour. While that may not be as fast as the steel coasters, it's an intense experience. Jaime says, don't underestimate InvadR.
Start to finish, aggressive is the word. It really is. I don't remember what the top speed of this one was, but it wasn't anywhere near some of the steel coasters. But it felt much more intense and much more, the word is aggressive for sure. It felt much more aggressive than the other coasters.
Now sit back and enjoy your adventure on InvadR.
This is crazy. That seat's crazy. Oh, yeah. It pushes you faster.
That is the sound of anticipation right there. Now this one, again, you have to wait for the rest of the car to catch up, and then it goes. And then you drop into oblivion. It's on.
Hey Jamie, you just got off of InvadR. How was it?
Intense is the word I would use for that one. It was non-stop, it was high speed, it was rough, but a thrill a second, and it just kept on giving right up until the end when they hit the brakes and it was over. You were ready for it to be over though, because you had screamed as much as you were going to be able to scream and run out.
So fast and intense.
Fast and intense.
All right, and how would you rate it?
Oh, I'm going to give that one a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Wow, that's like a thumbs up.
Yeah, that's got good scream factor too.
Awesome. Loch Ness Monster is a steel coaster that opened in 1978. Located in the Scotland part of the park, this is a Busch Gardens Williamsburg classic roller coaster.
If you remember the older steel coasters when they were new, you know, this is the stuff. I mean, this is good stuff.
Thank you and enjoy your ride on the legendary Loch Ness.
That was the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, it is a classic. All of the elements in it are nice and tight. The loops are good and tight. The track is 30 years old and you feel that. You know, there's a lot of shake, rattle, and roll, but it is still just a classic coaster and a lot of fun.
Apollo's Chariot is a steel roller coaster opened in 1999. It can reach a top speed of up to 73 miles per hour. It has a lot of negative G airtime, meaning you'll feel like you're up and out of your seat. This ride is located in the Festa Italia part of Busch Gardens.
Thank you and enjoy your voyage to the sun.
go.
This is Apollo's Chariot. Yeah, this was Apollo's Chariot. So this one's a lot of negative G's, a lot of hops, a lot of launches up out of the seat. A couple of good hard curves and positive G's as well. It's a good coaster for people who are not ready for all the high intensity of the others, but it'll get you in its own way.
All right, so what's your verdict?
Oh, we'll give this one a 7 out of 10 for my
7 out of 10?
Yeah.
Awesome. Verbolten is a steel multi-launch roller coaster that opened in 2011 and is located in the Germany section of Busch Gardens.
But I was so impressed with the pre-show. I was really expecting the theming to be just fantastic once we got into the ride. And unfortunately, it's a very quick ride. There's a lot of dark time in the ride. So all of the theming is in the car itself, really. I mean, and in that pre-show line. Still a good ride, but not everything that I expected.
As you pray the black flags.
Then what? Wow, this is gonna be. Yeah.
Hey, David, we've had a pretty fun day, huh?
Oh man, it was fantastic. It was exhausting, and it was a thrill a minute.
You have ridden every roller coaster at Busch Gardens and the Sky Ride and the train.
That's right.
Wow.
It's a big day.
It was a big day. It was fun though, right?
Awesome.
Did you have a favorite?
You know, if I had to pick one, the Alpengeist was a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed that I can share that experience with Melissa.
Yeah, because she rode it too.
Yeah, she rode it too.
Yeah.
But the first roller coaster was the best roller coaster.
And that was?
It was new.
Yeah, and that was the Pantheon, though, right? Yeah. That was a good one.
And go for the front seat in the Pantheon.
Go for the front seat in Pantheon, and it's the #1 coaster.
#1.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
What'd you think of Dark Coaster?
I think Dark Coaster will be wonderful, but we missed it by